Hey guys, this is a continuation of my Transition 101 series. Um, I'm just trying to help you guys who are starting your transition um, with a few basic sort of tips. I made a video on makeup already, and this one is actually going to be about voice. I'm also going to do one on dressing, and I'll have to continue thinking about what else I think is really important. I'll probably do one on hair care and maybe on like body language. I don't know. There's lots of resources on YouTube though. And I'm going to continue to tell you that if I can't answer your questions, then someone will, because that's how I've learned. I mean, like, I just watch a lot of YouTube videos, read a lot of forums, talked to a lot of people online. I barely talk to people in the real world. I just figured a lot of it out over the internet. So, um, obviously, my voice is not 100% passable, or at least I don't think it is. Some of you say that it is, but I think you're just being sweet. If you dare to watch some of my like older videos, like my first few, there is an obvious change in the way I've talked, in the way that I talk. Um, it takes just practice, really, daily practice, dedication to speaking in your girl voice 100% of the time, and I promise you that the more you use it, the more it becomes your everyday voice. Like, yes, when I'm around my friends or family or people who've known me for a while, I kind of slip out of it just because I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm lying, like I'm being fake right now. But you just need to be comfortable and embrace it as your new voice. There are parts of your transition that you are going to find that you might feel like you're being fake. I mean, you know that you're a girl, you know that that's what you want to achieve, but there's some parts of you that you change that you're just like, I don't know, this feels weird. I don't, and voice for me was one of them. Along with my name change, it was just weird because I've never identified as Michelle. I've always been Mitchell. But I know in the long run that's going to be something that I'm glad that I did. And I'm starting to identify as Michelle now. Like when people ask me what my name is, I don't really stumble on it. I'm like, oh, I'm Michelle. And it's just something you have to do. Like passability is key, and it's not a vanity thing. It's not a trying to look hot, like the hottest shit in the world kind of thing. No, it's just trying to pass as your female self. And to do that, you have to take steps to demasculinize certain parts, socially awaken different parts of you that you weren't aware of, and voice is one of them. So, there are a few different videos I've seen on YouTube, not a lot, but I feel like the videos that are out there are going to be more helpful than I can be. But my advice is, when you are speaking like a girl, it is not necessarily about getting the highest pitch that you can. It's not necessarily about speaking as flamboyantly as you can. And it's not even about like speaking as soft as you can. Now, while all those elements are important, no one is going to make your voice. I've noticed some things that different trans girls run into, some different problems with their voice, is they will either speak like this and it's just kind of awkward, or speak really softly and it's just kind of strange and you don't know why they're talking like this and you're just like, ugh. Or, what's another one? Or they'll just sound gay. They'll be like, hey girl, how you doing? Because, I'm a transsexual. That was really ghetto, actually. I don't know. How do you do gay? Like, girl, bitch, I don't even know anymore. Like, I used to be super gay. I can't even, I'm sorry, I just can't. So, the way to do it, to start practicing, and I started doing this on one of my videos, and if you feel awkward doing it, just watch one of my old videos and you'll see that I felt really awkward too. But the best advice is bring your voice to the highest falsetto that you can. And a falsetto is kind of at that point where your voice cracks and you go beyond it and you sound like Mickey Mouse. And it is up here. And you're just like, why would I ever talk like this? This is awkward. And you just have to do that. And then from there, you want to bring it down to a normal speaking level. And you want to hold it there. And I think it's your larynx, but you can feel it rising up in your throat. And then you got to hold it. You just have to keep holding it and keep practicing. And practice for like 20 minutes every day. Well, at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, because you don't want to strain your voice. But eventually, you'll just be able to keep it up there, and it'll just feel normal. It really is weird, I promise. And so if we start down here and we bring it up until we get to a falsetto, we don't even know we're up here. And it's really awkward, and we're way up here. Now we need to bring it down. Okay, you ready? We're bringing it down to a sort of speaking level where it's sounding a little more normal, and we're just going to speak up here. And I know it's going to be breathy and weird, but you have to keep it here until you get to a point that it sounds kind of normal. And you might even sound a little bit bimbo-ish, like, hi, my name is Michelle. I'm really glad to be talking like a porn star. Like, really, it's really awesome. No. So, bring it up to that point, drop it down to a normal speaking level, even if it's a little awkward at first, and then just practice talking. Just say different things at that point. Just like grab bottles. Be like, got to be guardian angel. Other big tip that I have found is girls speak with a lilt. When guys talk, it's pretty monotone generally. So if they're reading this, they're going to be like, got to be guardian angel. Sup dude, I'm just gonna talk, and this is me as a dude. This probably isn't the best, dude impression, but it's what I'm giving you. Whereas a girl will speak with a lilt, and this is gonna be an exaggeration, not all girls talk like this, but it will help your speech. Got to be guardian angel. Hello, my name is Michelle, and I'm really excited to talk to you right now. Even if I sound fake and I sound like a dumb bimbo, it's really going to help your speech so that you can speak more like a girl. And there's definitely more tips and aspects to voice that I don't even know about. It's just all about practicing. Mimic the way your friends talk. Mimic other women you see on the street. Watch videos of girls talking. I promise you, it's all about practice and trial and error. I mean, I'm still working on it, obviously. So that's probably my biggest tip. Bringing your voice up and then to a level that you can hold at that sounds at the correct pitch. Like, really, girls aren't up here all the time, so don't talk like that. And then they're also not always down here really soft. It is hard. Like, there's some things I really can't do yet. Like, sometimes I have to catch myself when I'm sneezing or coughing. I have to be like, keep it as a cute, girly cough or sneeze, and not just be like, because that's awkward. Also, don't over-lilt. Breathiness, you need to practice with different voices, I would say, too. Like, the way Beyonce talks, she's pretty breathy. She's not way up there, like, super pitchy. She's just down here, and she's soulful, and the way she speaks is just butter. It's just butter. So, those are my tips, I'd say. I'm glad this video isn't the longest thing ever. Yeah, but practice your voice. It's huge. It will make a huge difference. Because even if you can look the part, if you're looking hot as hell and someone comes up to you and is like, sup, and you're just like, hey, I'm doing pretty good myself, that's not going to fly. So, that's my tip on voice. Hope that helped. Alright guys, I hope these videos are being helpful and they aren't just like annoying. But I'm going to do one on dressing and other stuff. So, stay tuned.